Hello and welcome to All Things Natural. This is Dr. Victoria Terry. I'm a traditional naturopath. The content that you will hear in this podcast is for informational purposes only. It's not meant to diagnose, treat, or cure any ailment. Always seek health guidance from your qualified healthcare professional before making any changes to your daily lifestyle program. Today's topic is food quality. Most people do not think twice about the quality of food they consume every day. As a matter of fact, we think it is more expensive to eat healthy. It sure seems that way anyway, but in actuality, it's not true. The more poorer the food quality, the less shelf life it has. So the more money we spend because we're headed back to the store, the quicker it spoils. You see, the pH of the ground has to be absolutely perfect, or the food will not last. With a balanced pH, soil pH that is, the food will dehydrate before it spoils. Dr. Carrie Reams shared a story about winning first place overall somewhere in California State Fair. And he won size overall as well as weight for his pumpkin. And he did that 5 years in a row. But here's the kicker. He did it with the same pumpkin. And that's right, I said same pumpkin because remember I just said with a soil that has a balanced pH, the food will dehydrate. It will not spoil. All you have to do is rehydrate the food. Not only is poor quality of food lacking the correct soil pH, but it's lacking in minerals. It's mineral deficient. So most of the food that we eat is mineral deficient. It's important for us to know and understand that we eat for energy, and we receive that energy from the minerals we get from the food we consume. So if the soil pH is imbalanced, the food is going to be lacking of minerals. So it's very easy to see why we're a nation with so many illnesses. We have so many deficiencies, and when we have a mineral deficiency, we have illness, we have disease, we have a weakening in the immune system as well as cellular. We're a sick nation. While we're at it, let me mention this, that our foods are not only pH and mineral deficient, they're also oil deficient. This deficiency contributes greatly to a constipation epidemic because of the lack of proper natural oils in the food. You've heard of colorectal cancer. It's on the rise. We hear about it all the time on the TV. If you watch TV, if just watching the news, I hear the commercial 15 times. This, of course, is not the only possible cause of constipation because I believe that water dehydration is one of the major issues, but it's one of the problems. You see, good quality foods are vital to our overall wellness. And one of the most important minerals that we need from our food is calcium. Calcium is absolutely vital to our physical health. Did you realize that women need 5 times more calcium than men? I could go a whole day on just teaching on calcium. Amazing mineral, but our body needs it. It's required. So properly grown, high-quality food is the most ideal calcium supplement as well as minerals, just minerals in general. The digestive organs should never have to be burdened with a poor quality food. It causes stress within the digestive tract. I have so many clients that come into me, and the minute we begin talking about healthy eating, they begin to tell me about their healthy eating program. But what they don't understand is that although a natural state, whether it be organic or inorganic food, those foods are deficient in minerals, no matter how you look at it. You could be eating plenty of raw salads and fruits and vegetables and whole greens, but the quality may be so poor that it's depleted in minerals. So even with our best efforts, we're still a mineral-depleted society. You see, we have to remember that foods grown on soil that's lacking in minerals will also be deficient in minerals in the human body. It's because of the poor soil quality. We are simply in need of supplementation. There's absolutely no way around it. Not today. Our goal is to do all that we can to eat as clean and as the best quality possible from our food. We've got to do what we can do. So let's talk about it a minute. I get people that tell me all the time, well, I grow my own food. That's great. So do I. But unless your soil pH is right on target, your water and your air is pure, your homegrown foods are still going to be lacking the essential minerals needed by the human body. The one thing that we do have going for us is that we do not heavily spray our foods with poisonous chemicals and things. And let me give you a little tip. If you use heirloom seeds, the non-GMOs, they're still tainted unless you're growing them in an airtight container. As soon as the wind blows, your heirloom seeds or your non-GMO seeds have just been contaminated with the neighbor's GMO crop. Did you know that in all actuality that we receive 80% of our minerals from the air we breathe and only 20% from the food we eat? That's right. So unless you live far away from cement ponds and industrial factories and completely off the grid with no EMFs, that means no electricity running through the walls of your home, no cell phones, none of that. Petrochemical-free flooring, clothing, bedding, the list goes on and on. We're not getting the minerals from our atmosphere either. How many of you have been to these big cities, Chicago, Philadelphia, Los Angeles, Seattle, all of these? Look across the horizon. What do you see? Not clean air. It sure seems like we live in a doom and gloom situation, doesn't it? Well, I'm here to tell you that we don't. We just have to take extra precautions. We have to do extra work, and we have to understand how the body works. We do the best we can with what we've got. We eat the best quality foods we can get, which honestly is out of our garden. It's still mineral deficient, but it's clean. And if we drink the purest form of water, which in my opinion is steam distilled water, which I do have a podcast somewhere in this group, all you have to do is scroll down until you find the water story. If we practice deep breathing, like taking long walks and hikes in the woods and near water, because water changes the ions in the air, so we get that air coming in through our lungs. If we talk and have conversations with our Savior every day, and we get our mind thinking in a positive direction and stay away from the negative stuff, and finally use pure, high-quality supplementation to fill the nutritional deficiencies, we'll be able to live a life of quality until our time is up. I'm here to coach you in the direction that you need to go. I believe I have a wonderful God-blessed tool that He gave to me called Ream's Biological Theory of Ionization, or better known as RBTI. This is a simple, non-invasive urine and saliva test. It's science. It's chemistry. It shows exactly what place your personal, individual body chemistry is at. And with those numbers and that body chemistry sentence, we can know exactly where the deficiencies are, where the breakdown is, where the energy loss is within your body. And with all of that information, we know exactly what minerals you're deficient in. And we can fulfill those nutritional needs and supplemental needs. There's no guessing. We know. So why guess when we can know? You see, I work long distance as well as local. So if you want to shoot me a text at 208-569-9589, or you can email me at naturaldoc@gmail.com. That's NTRLDOC@gmail.com. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. We'll chit-chat a little bit. We'll get you set up so that you're feeling better again. That's not a problem. And if you'd like to know more about the RBTI testing, simply go to my website at www.naturalhealthchicks.com and click the service link. Scroll down slightly and there's a little button that has a 20-minute webinar where I share and tell you what all 5 categories are on the range test, and what they mean and what I'm looking for and how I can tell what your needs are. This is Dr. Victoria Terry, Traditional Naturopath, and until next time.